this week's theme, what do you want to do? In association with the Zim graphic, which is up above, I'm not going to scroll to it. You can do that. Kind of lays out where I want your mind to be at this point in the year. What do you want to do? How are you going to use the tools in this classroom, the freedom that's offered, and the responsibility that comes along with that in order to do what you want to do? Now, this is something you can use not only in this classroom, in other classrooms, but in life in general. What do you want to do is one of the big questions. Don't settle for being a drone and doing what you're told day in and day out. Take some initiative. Look, I'll answer from my point of view. What do I want to do? Well, this Rethink High School and Create EDU anew is part of my driving force, that what I want to do. But today, I had a very specific idea. I was going to have you play to your strengths. I've got the example. I wanted to focus on that, but then the questions that arise in the classroom over and over and over, I have to address those in some way in order to keep us all moving together as a group, even though we're moving independent of one another at our own speeds. But I've been asked repeatedly about, hey, the Key Club, the Sonoma, all these things, how come there's a password? And I'm going to click on one just to show you that, hey, in the Key Club Quest, there's a couple new videos and there's some corrections here. So you come up to that, but you get down here, and I blocked progress to stage 3, and everybody says, hey, can I have the password? No. Because in every quest that you encounter that password, I am going to replace this with a submission form. So you can submit your solution to these problems. When you submit, you'll have access to extra loot. The situation we have that I have to address, again, what do I want to do? I want to help you guys learn in a self-paced, student-centered environment. Okay, but on the stats page, hey, yeah, I'm like everybody else. I encountered, well, not like everybody else. Some of you are encountering all these quests, and even though the direction at the end say, if you don't intend to work on this, undo and abandon, when I look at your stats panels, you've got these 2 first stages done for all these quests because you looked at them, and that's okay. But the reason that password is there, the reason this field blocks progress is because there are students in the room who just go clicking through, collecting loot, never intending to do any of the work. Remember honesty and integrity as part of this classroom? I want you guys to behave with some honesty and integrity. All right? I hate grades, but I have to do that teacher thing, and we might as well head back here. And that teacher thing, what I want you to do, part of this, think of what I want you to do as coming from my principal, my boss, or coming from the superintendent, or coming from California or federal law on the things I have to do. Federal law tells me, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want to do. I have to find a way to leverage them in order to get my dream of rethinking high school and creating EDU anew. So I work within this exact same system as you. Right? And I try to do more and more things well. And I try like heck to get into this zone. This is what you need to do. When I say, what do you want to do? And here I'm telling you, you need to do this. This is what I want you to do. This is to your advantage. Use whatever constraints are placed upon you by the authority figure, name one of the above, because all of us operate under authority figures, myself included, and then figure out how to do what you want to do. and how to do it well. Look at the walls. Look around the room. There's some cool stuff up there. There's twice as much of that I could put up. There's a bunch of things that have been lost. I need to reprint again. I want your work on the wall. When you do something, look up. Compare what you have on your screen to what you see on the wall with something comparable. See the differences and improve yours. I'm not saying copy other people's work, but I am saying raise your game. Don't be satisfied with good enough. All right, that's enough of a ramble for today. I want you guys to use your time effectively and efficiently, and I want you to pay attention to these 411s. I was handing out Reaper's Rewards yesterday for people who didn't follow these instructions. And if you were one of the people that got that, hey, I'm sorry, but don't blame me. I try to make things clear. I try to stay out of your way. But if you won't hold up your end of the deal, I got to do something to help you because I want you to succeed.